Now, this book, I read it and I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a fantastic book. But of course, it talks solely about propaganda. And we all, whoever's interested in politics will know this concept, propaganda. But for the sake of the people listening, can you give a few examples in Malaysia of moments where propaganda was actually permeated to the voter without them knowing, perhaps?
So I think so. Basically, propaganda is like to manipulate people, not only to manipulate but to make people hate each other. So not only to persuade you to vote for me, it's called persuasion or marketing, yeah. But if I try to also make you hate the opposite group, that it's also like a propaganda. I think one of the example is that, for instance, like there's one politician. So
You're not going to mention names?
So you will buy my book later.
The name is here.
So toppled down. But then that time he tried to say that, I was framed. I actually, even though like he stole big money, 1 billion money, but then
you all know who we are talking about. Everybody knows. Yeah.
But then he still claimed in his social media that this is frame, and then we found that there are many supporters of him that also believe, even though, like I believe he went to court, and then court already
found him guilty.
Found him guilty.
So those are examples. That is sort of shifting the whole discussion to something else. I think you call it here because in this book you also highlight the various ways that actually people carry out propaganda. I think about 18, if I'm not mistaken, that you mentioned. So that's one of them where when one situation is happening, you sort of distract the voter by focusing on something else, something like that, right? Now,